Work patterns define when and how a worker is expected to work. There are several types of work patterns: start and end times, duration, flexible days, and flexible days and times. Each of these patterns has different characteristics with an increasing amount of flexibility. The flexible patterns are used for workforce scheduling. There are 3 basic steps to configure a work pattern. The first step is to create the work pattern types, which define the structure of your work pattern. Open the Setup and Maintenance work area. Search for and click Work Pattern Types. Then add your new work pattern type. Select the shift period and enter a name. You have the option to select a country that this work type pattern will apply to. If you don't select any countries, the type will be available to all of them. Next, define the library of breaks that you can use with your work pattern. You can add and define as many breaks as needed. After you define the details and breaks, submit the new work pattern type. The second basic step is to define the shifts or blocks of work to include in your work pattern. Open the Workforce Scheduling work area. This worker has a rotating work pattern, so enter the shift details for the first shift and save your changes. Then add the second shift. The third basic step is to apply work patterns to workers. Search for and select the worker to apply the work pattern to. You can see this worker's job title and weekly hours. Select the pattern type you created previously and the start date. To apply the work pattern indefinitely, don't set an end date. When it's time to apply a different work pattern, you can add an end date then. You also have the option of creating the work pattern using a template. Change the cycle, unit of measure, and anchor cycle as appropriate. For example, this worker has a 2-week cycle that starts with the first week. Next, add the shifts that make up this worker's work pattern. As you're defining a start and end times work pattern, select the shift and the days to work for week 1. Then add the appropriate breaks from the list of breaks that are part of the work pattern type. When you're done, click Add. You can review the details for the first shift and make any needed changes. Then add the next shift. Add the shift and days to work for week 2. Then add the appropriate breaks. When you're done, click Add. Again, you can review the details for the shifts and make any needed changes. When you're done, click Create. Now when this worker signs in and checks their calendar, they'll see the shifts you assigned. Thanks for watching.